What's up, YouTube followers?
What's up, family?
How y'all doing? We hope that y'all are having an amazing day. And we first and foremost, seriously, y'all, we first and foremost want to say that we are so sorry that we have not been posting as much as we should have, as much as we initially was. I know we went from posting multiple videos a week to no videos. People have been hitting us up, asking us what's going on with our YouTube channel, why we haven't been posting videos. So we wanted to apologize and say that we're sorry. We've been so busy. We had his daughter on the truck, then we had my little sister on the truck, and we was catering to them, and
we were living our best life.
We were living
our best life.
We were living our best life. Exactly. So we apologize about that, and we will not do that. No, we will not do that to y'all again. But thank you to those who are faithful followers and has hit us up and has asked us what's going on. And we're new at this YouTube stuff, at this YouTube channel. So if there's anything that you would like us to talk about or do, challenges you would want us to do, please comment in the comment section and let us know, because we're willing to do pretty much anything that y'all want us to do, aren't we, man?
Pretty much anything.
Yeah, like anything they ask us to do, like we pretty much will do it, right?
Nah.
I mean, man, they're gonna be asking us to do. I mean,
they ask us to do something crazy.
Man, they ask us to do something crazy. We gotta give our followers what they want. Man, we gotta give our followers what I say. What I say. I say I know. So what the queen says goes. A happy wife, a happy girlfriend, a happy fiance, and a happy life. Something like that. So we do sincerely apologize about that, though, y'all. But before we even go into this video, I want to say, y'all, can y'all check out my hair? Like, I really wish that I would have did the tutorial on the YouTube channel, but I didn't, y'all. Guess who did my hair? For those
who did your hair like that? That is nice. That is nice.
Who did it? He did it, y'all. Yes, him. He did my hair, y'all. Like, he did my hair, y'all. Like, I know, right? Look, put your head in my hand. He did my hair, y'all. Look. He did, though. Like, and like, I like super appreciate him for that. Like, I can seriously, y'all, you get on your knees and you pray for things, right? And sometimes you be hopeful. Sometimes you be like, all right, God, I know you're going to do it. But sometimes you be like, you might not do it like I asked. But y'all, when I pray for a good man, Lord have mercy. God, when he made this one right here, when he made this guy right here, he was in an excellent mood. God was like in such a good mood. Baby, slow down so the people don't gotta, like, y'all. Baby, slow down. Y'all, when that noise happens, I know y'all done heard in other videos, it means that the distance, we're in the truck. It means that we're too close. We're supposed to be a certain length away from other drivers. So we're in a construction zone right now. So that's why things are a little crazy. So if y'all hear the beeping, it's because our truck is letting us know that he might be a little bit too close to the vehicle in front of. No, it means the vehicle is going slower than he's going. But yeah, y'all, like seriously, when I prayed and asked God for a man, he designed this one right here. My provider, my protector, my chef. He can cook. Catch you back. Personal hairstylist, y'all. I mean, seriously, you just can't get no better than that. You just can't get no better. So, from here on out, he's gonna be trying a lot of different styles of my hairstyles that he's done before, styles that he hasn't done before. Because I want to perfect his gift, because as you can see, he did a really good job. This is my first time ever getting crochet in my hair, and he did a really good job. It only took a max of like an hour and a half, so he's really quick with what he does. And reasonable price. Of course, he ain't gonna charge me. At least not with money. But, you know what I'm saying? He's very reasonable price as well. And we travel, so if you need your hair done, just let us know. We go to every state in America, so just let us know. But, there's anything you want to say before we get into the video?
No.
Good. You're always so quiet in the video. I always be like the main character in all the videos. That's how it is in life too. I'm always like the main character. I mean, he's very outspoken and fun, but I'm like the live wire all the time. He more so like when he with me, he more like the chill one sometimes, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's so silly. Okay, y'all. So as usual, y'all, we're gonna talk about a subject that I feel like know what I'm saying? Me and Brandon are always discussing, our testimonies and things that we went through and things that we're willing to share with people, because we feel like that if we go through it and we've been through it, that there's millions of other people in the world, around the world, that's go through it. You don't never know what someone goes through. So we be, when we speak about things, we be hoping that other people who's been through it or can relate can get encouragement for it and hope that there's a way out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm jump right into it. So the video of which I wanted to speak about today, well, not the video I wanted to speak, the topic that I wanted to speak about today is soul ties. Say it with me, babe. Soul ties.
Soul ties. Soul train?
Soul train. Yeah, pretty much. When you in the soul ties, pretty much a soul train.
Soul train.
He said, soul. Alright, y'all definitely, I haven't even showed y'all my gift of my singing ability yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready for that yet, but
Get to the video.
Pretty much. My bad, y'all. So, okay, so what I want to talk about is soul ties. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they hear about soul ties. A lot of y'all have heard about soul ties growing up. Especially those of you who are in the church. It's a very religious term. A lot of people use it in religious ways, but it's also for people who's not religious. I heard about it growing up. I never really thought too much about it. I'm like, okay, y'all just tripping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking it to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Really? Well, I was...
Well, explain to them the exact definition of a soul tie, which is, to me, the two individuals are connected to each other. No matter how toxic what they go through, they just always come back to each other. No matter, that's like a spiritual soul tie. No matter how toxic the situation, no matter what they get into, no matter how abusive they are to each other, they always come back to it. And it's a two-way street. They both feel the same way about each other.
Facts.
That's a soul tie.
Facts, and I agree. And thank you, baby, for interrupting me saying that. Because here I was about to get into my testimony, not even letting people know. For those of you who don't know what soul ties are, and those of you who never got a full understanding, just like Brandon just stated, it definitely is. It's two individuals who has engaged in sexual activity. Soul ties don't even necessarily have to be sex, but the most primary type of soul tie is the ones where you have engaged in sex. And what people don't understand, I'm a very spiritual person, not religious, but very spiritual. And when you have sex with someone, people think, oh, you just busted a nut, and oh, it's just that. But then sometimes, not every time you have sex, but sometimes when you have sex with an individual, there is a transfer of energies. There's a transfer of negative energy. There's a transfer of spirits. And I be trying to incorporate both of this in the video, but there's a transfer of spirits and negative energy, and what happens is all of a sudden you realizing, oh my God, this is deeper than I thought it was, and then y'all start going through very hard times, and it's okay to go through hard times and get through it, but I'm talking about those individuals, and those of you who watch who've ever been through a soul tie type situation, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those relationships that is so toxic, so terminal, so negative, so distracted that you can't, your whole life is messed up because of this relationship, but yet you still feel like that you have to keep going back to that person. You feel like that you have to keep having sex with this person, even though you know that your life is absolutely horrible, even though that you know that your mental state is all messed up. You know what I'm saying? But see, people don't really understand the severity of soul ties, just like I didn't understand the severity of soul ties. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand until I myself ended up in some toxic situations, and I wanted to speak a little bit about my situation, and maybe those of you who've been going through it that didn't know what you was going through or didn't quite understand it, maybe through my story you can be like, okay, that's me. I see a lot of me in her story. I lost my virginity at age 19, and like I said, I knew about soul ties growing up, but I never really thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I ended up losing my virginity at 19 years old, and it was at first, because with soul ties, everything is normal. You know what I'm saying? Everything was normal, it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? But as time went on and time progressed, the relationship started to deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? And with sex, as we all know, sex comes with a lot. Emotional, mental, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as time went on, the relationship got very, 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 very toxic, extremely toxic. Not just a one-way street. It wasn't just toxic on their end, but it was very toxic on my end as well. But by then, it was too late. I felt like it was already too late because I was already, the soul tie had already formed. And see, the thing is, you don't know that the soul tie is already formed until it's time to leave, and you can't leave, and you feel like you can't leave. So what happened was I ended up staying in that particular situation for years. Like, seriously, it took me years, like 5 years, to really get out of that situation because it was so bad, and it got so bad that like I said, that I would try to break free from it. But it was like, and a soul tie to me, it goes a little bit, it's a little bit deeper than just two people that just can't let each other go. It's really, you're addicted to the other person. And I didn't realize that until I started to do research about it, until I started to meet other people who went through it. You don't really know real addiction until you become addicted to a person. You know what I'm saying? Not just addicted to sex, but you're addicted to wanting to be around them, even though you know that they're toxic, determined. My whole life was messed up. My mental state was messed up. I became a whole nother being. I became angry. I became distracted. My whole life was just revolved around this toxic situation. But see, the thing about my situation, not only was I in one soul tie type situation, but in the midst of, you know how we do, we leave one relationship, you think that if you find another person, they'll take your mind and your heart and your body and your spirit away from that other person. Well, joke was on me because I thought that was going to be my case. So I met another gentleman, and we soon after started having sex. Well, I say soon after, but it was actually a couple years. But when we started having sex, yet another soul tie was formed. Like I said, it's not everybody that you have sex with. It's just certain individuals. I don't even know how that whole thing works with, you know, soul ties being formed, because I've had sex with people whose soul ties wasn't formed. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up having intercourse with him, and then, you know what I'm saying, that soul tie was formed with that one as well. And emotions definitely play a big part in soul ties. But even when you feel like your emotions are out of the picture, you still feel like, okay, I'm addicted. So now I'm not only dealing with one soul tie, I'm dealing with two. And y'all, when I tell you it was so bad, it was so bad for years. And a lot of people who knew me at that time for those years, they saw how bad it was. My friends, my family. I mean, it got so bad to the point where I started to fall into depression, because I'm like, what is this? Like, why does it seem like no matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter how far away I go, I always end up back in these two situations. I constantly, I keep losing everything that I gain. You know, I would do good in life. I would like, okay, I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna do good in life. I'm gonna just wait, you know, until the right man come along, and so I'm gonna stay focused. And then a couple weeks later, a couple months later, it will always come back. It's like it's not like it is. It's an addiction for a person, just like with addiction to any type of drug. You know, eventually you're going to start having withdrawals, and that's what it is. You can really have withdrawals from a person. So what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, and everybody is different. Last year, when you really sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and baby, I'm about to incorporate you in it, y'all. I'm sorry, it's not that. I'm just telling my side of the story, and then I'm going to incorporate him. But when you really, my mom told me, because in the midst of those soul ties, in the midst of those few years, even though it was so terminal for me, the first few years it was fun for me because I didn't know what I was doing. You know, it was fun. I mean, I thought I was a player. I thought I was living my best life. But really, I was hurting myself. I was hindering myself. I was preventing myself from really experiencing true happiness. So last year, I was like, you know what? I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. These situations are not getting anywhere. If anything, people are actually getting hurt in the midst of these situations. A lot of people was actually getting hurt. Emotionally, mentally, and with the situations that I was dealing with. And I knew it. Like I said, I've always been a very spiritual person, so I knew at a certain point in time what I was doing, but I just felt like I was in too deep, that I didn't know how to get out of it. And I'm thinking at first that I'm just doing this for fun and that I can stop at any time, until last year when my eyes started to really open at what was really going on, and I was ready to change my life, and I was ready, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to you know, find a man to settle down with and not play the games that I was playing. But see, joke was on me, because last year when I was ready to make that turnaround, I realized that this is not just me being a player or me, having, doing what I was doing. It wasn't that. It was something way deeper. So when it was time to get out of it, I realized that it was a lot harder. And when I say hard, y'all, it was hard. I remember last year, like I said, I fell into deep depression because I was trying to break free from these soul ties, but it was so hard. Even though the relationships were so toxic and so negative and so bad, and we were verbally abusive to each other, physically abusive to each other. Y'all, I got stab wounds. I've been choked out before. I had permanent marks on my neck from someone digging their nails so far deep into my neck. That's how terminal and toxic that it was. You know what I'm saying? And I was the same way. You know what I'm saying? I was abusive. You know what I'm saying? Verbally, mentally. I'm saying that's how bad soul ties get, because y'all be so toxic, but yet you feel like you just can't let each other go. And the thing is, a lot of us confuse soul ties for love. That's deep. A lot of times we confuse our soul ties and our addiction to a person for love, because I felt like
love doesn't feel that. Love is not destructive. It's not dangerous. It's not abusive. That's not love, man. When you start incorporating other things like that, it turns into something else, and you know it's wrong, and you know it's not love, but you just can't get away. It's like you got a magnet. You just keep going back, no matter how hurtful, painful that situation is. You just keep going back. You can't explain why.
And that's facts. What he's saying is absolutely, it's like a magnet. Baby explained it down to a T. It's seriously like a magnet, because no matter how toxic me and my two relationships was, we always came back to each other. Blood, when I say blood, sweat, and tears, man, it was blood, sweat, and tears all those years. You know what I'm saying? But we still fighting and all, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You gonna be like, okay, this girl is crazy. Because a lot of people didn't know I went through this, man. One time, me and one of the guys that I was with that was so very toxic, we had got into a horrible altercation. We both was fighting, y'all. Blood. When I say blood, y'all, we was bleeding, both of us. You know what I'm saying? It was a mess. I'm gonna put it like that. And afterwards, we was like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. Well, we really thought that this was love. We thought that if we fight and call each other out each other's name, but then at the end, if we say sorry, that, oh my God, I really do love you. But that's not, like I said, that's not love. Like, I thought that was love. My mind was confused, thinking that, okay, well, if he does this and if he cheats on me, or if I cheat on him, but if at the end of the day, if we come back to each other and love each other and lay up, that's love. But that's not. That's toxic. And so I was determined last year that I wanted a better life for myself. And those of you who are watching, who is in that situation, because there's so many of you who are in a relationship where you are so unhappy, the relationship is so unhealthy, but you feel like you cannot break free. You can do it. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to tell you, girl, with peaches and cream. I ain't going to tell you, man, because, man, y'all go through it too. I ain't going to tell you it's going to be easy, because it's hard to break free from a situation that you were convinced that it was something when it really was something else. You can do it. I did it, but it was hard. And at the beginning of last year, before I met Brandon, I was doing it on my own, but I had to depend solely on myself. Like I said, I fell into so deep depression because having to break free from them, from situations that I was so used to. You know what I'm saying? I started to feel like I was losing control over my life. My heart was breaking. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, dang, I'm so used to this for years that now I have to break free from this and step into a healthy situation and relationship. So I had to depend, my pastor, shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? She helped me so tremendously last year. But it was so hard for me to break free from, but I was determined. I was determined that I did not want my next 6 years to be like the past 6 years. And thankfully, God had brought Brandon into my life, and I'm gonna let him share his side of the story, because even when I met Brandon, we think that when we meet a great person that everything's from our past gonna go away, but it actually got a tad bit harder when I met Brandon. Because even though I met Brandon in the midst of me changing, I still change does not happen overnight, and that is so true, especially with a soul tie. When you're trying to break free from a soul tie, it's going to take time. So if you're trying to break free from that relationship, or you're going to attempt to break free after this video or after today, if you have slip-ups, just know that that is normal. But just don't get comfortable. Pick yourself back up. Fight again. Try again. But do not stay in that toxic and horrible situation. It does get better. Luckily, Brandon came into my life, and it was even more harder because here I am. I have this good man who was pursuing me and who wanted to be with me. But here I am. I got these two soul ties that I had no idea, you know what I'm saying, how to break free from. Even though I was attempting to and trying to, I still, like I said, it's an addiction. I'm being transparent and being real with y'all. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, want to hide their flaws, but I'm going to be real with mine. You know what I'm saying? It was an addiction. I was addicted. It seemed as if I was addicted to these two individuals. And I'm only going to speak on my side of the story because they're not here to share their side of the story. And their side of the story is not even important in this video. And for me to even share their side of the story is not important. So I'm only telling my side of the story because my side of the story is the only one that I can speak on because I was there and I am me. So it was hard. It was hard. Even after meeting Brandon, like I said, it was hard. But good thing is I was honest with him at the beginning about what I've been dealing with the past 6 years. I told him, hey, I'm dealing with this. I'm trying to break free from it, but I can't lie. I have urges sometimes. I have desires. Sometimes I just want to go see them. I want to be with them. You know what I'm saying? And it was difficult for him. But again, I'm going to let him share how difficult it was for him and how he was able to get through it and maintain it through the whole relationship. So I'm going to let him share because I can't tell his version.
My knowledge of soul ties, you know, I grew up in church, so I had a good pastor that always used to preach about this thing called soul ties. And he used to always speak about, you know, laying down certain people because of transfer spirits and energies back and forth when you sleep with different persons, people. So my knowledge about soul ties, and you know, I've seen it before in my past. Coming into this, you know, I wasn't sure how hard it was
he tried to pursue me, and it was so hard at the beginning because I kept pushing him away. That's what I used to do because I didn't want another man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I wasn't used to healthy love like him, and I'm not gonna get way in depth, explicit with him and I. But one of the biggest things that I was not able to do was I was never able to have sex with another man outside of the the individuals that I had a soul tie with. You know what I'm saying? So when not only was I not able to love another man, I was not able to have sex with another man. So that was two big hurdles that we had to cross over because it was so hard. It was so easy to love him once he broke past that barrier. But it took a lot of patience. You know what I'm saying? So if you're with someone and they're honest with you and they're transparent with you about what they've battled with and what they dealt with, and you see the sincerity. Now, don't get me wrong. Like when we say it's hard, it's not because I kept going back time and time again every week and having sex with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't want y'all to think, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? You was just dogging him out for other dudes and he stayed. No, what I mean by it was hard for him because, like I said at the beginning, before we even started to date, I would have these urges, these desires, and I'm like, babe, like, I want to get, I kind of want, like, I don't know, something in me want to get back with them. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that he stuck it out and he believed in me, and like I said, he saw how hard it was for me. I was fighting, I was determined. Anything that you want to do in life, anything that you want to break free from, anything, I'm telling you, that thing was so hard for me, y'all, and the fact that I was able to get through that tells me I can get through anything in life. Seriously, anyone who knew me, those of you who watching this video that's known me the past 6 years knew how hard those situations were. So the fact that I'm sitting right here with a man who genuinely and healthily loves me in a good way, and I'm able to genuinely love him, says so much. So much. Because y'all, a year ago, I would have never thought I would be sitting right here next to a man that truly loves me, that honors me. I never had that. Not only does he honor me and love me, but I honor him and I love him and I can show him. You get what I'm saying? And I'm madly, I'm sure y'all know, I'm like super in love with Brandon. You know what I'm saying? And there's no unhealthy demonic soul tie here. It's such a healthy love for him. It's such a healthy love for me. You know what I'm saying? And it seriously, I used to tell him, like, I was so broken when I met him, y'all. Seriously. I remember one day, and Brandon, I know you remember, I definitely know you remember, when he hugged me, I was crying. He hugged me, and I said, in my tears, I'm so broken. Can you please help me? And he said, yes. And that was like, I still didn't think that he was going to be able to help me, but I'm telling you, they say love covers a multitude. Seriously, I remember telling you at the beginning, Brandon, tell me you don't remember this. I told you at the beginning, baby, your love is healing every brokenness in me. And I remember that. His love, I told him, I said, babe, I know it's hard. I know you don't understand it, but I'm telling you, the love, because you don't understand, because he never went through it personally with himself, having a soul tie with somebody. You know what I'm saying? But someone who's never been through it won't understand. You know what I'm saying? For those of you watching the video that say, well, maybe you just wanted to be with those dudes. No, it wasn't that. Trust me. It was a terminal and very toxic relationship. And those of you who are watching this video that has had a soul tie or do have a soul tie even now, you understand the severity. And if I want to tell you, because I know it's hard, and I know you want to break free from that situation, I'm going to tell you, you can do it. I don't care. Luckily, I was able to come out of that situation, y'all. Oh, goodness. Luckily. I was able to come out of that situation with no kids. Hallelujah. Can we just give God glory real quick, baby? Can we give God glory? Hallelujah. Okay? And I'm not playing it, you know what I'm saying? Because, they may or may not have kids, and they may or may not be a great father, which they shout out, you know what I'm saying, you are, if you're watching this video. But I'm just saying, in those type situations, the worst thing that could possibly happen, no, the best, don't get me wrong, kids are a blessing. But for me, I'm speaking for me, the best blessing that God blessed me with, besides delivering me from that situation, is not allowing me to have children in that situation, because children make things a little bit harder. You get what I'm saying? And I had children, oh, God, help me, Lord. See, God don't put on you more than you can bear. God knew I couldn't bear that. Okay? Thank you, God. So, even if you have kids, though, I know people who has kids that was still able to break free from that. And in my situation, God brought me Brandon. You know what I'm saying? It helped me through my situation. And your situation, it don't even necessarily have to be another person. But Brandon did make my journey a lot easier because he's so healthy. You get what I'm saying? You got to break free from that toxic love. You know what I'm saying? once you break free from that soul tie, you know the signs of people who are not healthy to be with. You know what I'm saying? Brandon is a total different breed of a man than I've ever been with. You know what I'm saying? He's totally different with his patience, with his love, with his gentle care. And shout out, huge, ginormous shout out to Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Because had it not been for God, had it not been for myself, and had it not been for Brandon, I would not be where I am today. I would not be as free as I am today. I would not be as happy as I am today. It took all three of us to do it. It was a journey. But I'm happy to say, we're happy to say, that journey is definitely over, far from over, and thank you. You don't love it. But seriously, we're gonna end this video because again, we be talking. I don't even be looking at the time. I be looking at the time like Jesus. Seems like the videos get longer and longer. But the stuff we be talking about be real stuff, and you just can't cram it in a 10-minute video. So. We love y'all. We hope that it was more so my video. I mean, he shared his side of the story, but you know, I hope that
It's like both of ours.
I hope that both of our testimony, this portion of it, you know, will help those of you who is going through a terminal relationship, a toxic relationship, let you know that there are people out here that love you. You know what I'm saying? He's been through toxic relationships as well, very toxic relationships. But it was a difference in it, and this relationship is way more healthier. You know what I'm saying? You know when you're in a healthy, good relationship, because you begin to flourish not only outwardly but inwardly. You know what I'm saying? You begin to be more peaceful in your relationship. Even when I'm not around Brandon, I'm happy at the thought of him. Y'all know the relationships where you ain't with the person, you think about them like, damn, why I had to do this? You know what I'm saying? But you're already in too deep. So be encouraged, be strong, be courageous, be brave. And be happy, be free, live your best life. Bears, any final words you want to say?
Nah, man, you said that basically. You said that perfect.
And y'all, I promise y'all, we're going to start posting more videos all the time. We love y'all. Again, like, subscribe, comment, tell me if you have experienced it, how you came out of it. Tell us how our video encourages you. Tell us what you think about the video. Tell us what you just give your insight. And we're always open to opinions and views and everything. So until next time, YouTubers.